Hey everyone, this is Live, Love, Laugh with Lynn Serrano, and I am super excited about today. I haven't done a show since over a week ago, and I couldn't be more honored and happy for the next person I have on my show today. She's just an amazing Latina woman, and I consider her a friend already. And this is just going to be powerful. And it's so powerful that I feel like I can't do this justice myself. So, you know what they say, if anything, if you need help with what do? You have help with your friends. So before I bring her on, let me do a little intro video. Hold on. Okay, normally I have her right here, but you know what? She's too mighty. She's too big. She's just a tiny package full of just awesomeness. So let me start out with the show with a little help from one of my friends.
What an absolute pleasure, honor, delight to introduce to you who's going to be interviewed on Lynn Serrano's Live, Love, Laugh Out Loud show today. The one, the only, the incomparable entrepreneur, right? Powerhouse by her own right, mother, wife. I mean, you name it. She's a powerhouse on Clubhouse, in English, in Spanish, network marketing powerhouse, the cornerstone to the Nolan dynasty, the J. Nolan dynasty, the one, the only, Lena Nolan. And she's a powerhouse. You know what? This girl is on fire. You better believe it. And I know she's going to bring it today. So stay tuned. Hang on every word. She's that good. Enjoy.
I'm so excited. There she is, the one and only, the beautiful Lina, mi amiga. Te quiero mucho, mija. Te quiero.
I love you so much.
I love you, Lena. I love you. And you know, we were going to do this show before, and you were under the weather. And you know, I just know that God, God just has something amazing for both of us together. And you're Colombian, and I'm Puerto Rican, and we're here to stay, plant our flag, and let people know that we're taking numbers and we're just moving on. So just to be on the stage with you, I just love you so much. And you know, the funny thing is we don't even get to talk much, but that's what people don't understand. When you connect with people to a certain level, you don't need all this. You just have it. You just have it, and it's there, and that's what we have. And Kimberly's in the house, and Mark Rodriguez, and
That's my mom.
I mean, your mama.
Yes, that's my mom.
Dios te bendiga, pero bien bonita tu hija. La quiero mucho. Gracias por tenerla. I just said to everybody, thank you for having her. She's so beautiful. We love her. So, Kimberly, I'm so glad you're here. And, you know, and there's Mark Rodriguez who introduced you.
I love you, Mark.
Okay. So I'm so excited here. Let me just back up and say, why don't you introduce yourself? And we're going to have such a good party, and we have to end by 50 minutes. So we're going to have so much fun here. I can't even stand it. So go ahead, introduce yourself.
Well, my name is Lena Nolan. I'm Colombian. I'm from Cali, Colombia, and I'm living right now in the United States, in Las Vegas. But right now I'm in LA because thanks to Clubhouse, we're just making so many friends. We had to come and see them. So I just, what can I tell you? I fell in love 8 years ago, and for my whole life, pretty much, I was like, I will never live in the United States. But I found my soulmate, and here I am in the United States, my son born here in the United States. So that's it. Like, I'm a mom, homeschool. I help my husband with all his businesses. I went to the university in Colombia and did business administrations and marketing. I ran my dad's company for several years before I fell in love and pretty much dropped him But always supporting him. He knows I love him, and I do everything I can all the
Oh,
time.
we'll talk about him. We'll talk about him later because it's all about you today. I want you to know that hoy es para ti, mija. It's for you
Oh,
today. And
thank
so yeah, this lady's amazing. I did interview her husband. I'll only give you a hint. It was Jay Nolan, okay? I love him. He's my brother, but I introduced him, but today is your day. And today is your day. And you did meet a lot of people in Clubhouse, and you have impacted a lot of people. So I'm going to throw one out here for you.
Hey, Lena. Oh my gosh, you are amazing. Girl, I love always being on Clubhouse with you. You're super amazing. You're just an amazing woman. You just light up the room. You just light up everywhere you go. You just light it up. And I'm so super excited to hear you on the show today with Lynn. Lynn, you always have amazing people. Once again on your show, you guys crush it and knock it out of the park. Girl power. Bye. Have a good day. Bye. Have a good show. Bye. You're awesome.
Thank you, Pitter in the Clubhouse.
amazing. Oh, Lynn, you're just the best. Like, I promise you that I know something big is going on, and between like this energy of you as a powerhouse, because for 2 weeks we have been trying to do this, and things have been happening. And 2 weeks ago, I couldn't, like, my voice disappeared in the middle of the night, and at 4 in the morning, I'm like, Lynn, I cannot do this. And then last night, something crazy tried to do it again in the other way. And I'm like, something big is happening, and I'm not letting that. Like, I don't know how, but I'm getting into that show because it's going to be powerful.
But listen, I think this is why this happened, because you got to be on this awesome show with Kellen, and I got this interview this morning.
Hey, Lena. I heard that you were going to be on Lynn Serrano's show, and I thought, oh my gosh, I need to make a video because I think you're an amazing, wonderful, inspirational, and powerhouse of a woman. I'm so happy that we're becoming friends, and I just wanted to let the world know that Lena Nolan is my friend.
No, but listen to this. I just, I flow with what God gives me to give people. I don't know how it ever works. Sometimes I want to know, but God says, nope, it's up to him. We don't control the ship. Our hearts, our spirit, our soul tells us what to do. That comes from way above us. And I had the pleasure of this other little message I have for you. I have known her. I have loved her without ever talking to her. And 2 weeks ago, gosh, I don't even know when it was. She'll have to say when it was. But just before you met this person, she and I connected. And I just knew she was one of my soul sisters too. And then talking to her and knowing you, 2 weeks ago when we were going to do this wouldn't have happened. So I think this is why this is happening now. And you'll know once you see this little video.
Hey, Lena, just landed back in Kansas City. Had such a wonderful time at your house and dinner with Jay. I can't even describe I don't even have words to describe the friendship that I feel with you and just the amazing things that we're getting ready to do. I am so excited. So I think you are so amazing, beautiful, kind, and I'm so glad that you're in my life. Love you. Bye.
See, Papa Dios wanted her to have this video. Now, if we would have done that, that wouldn't have happened. You realize that, right?
Wow.
So we know the powers that are to be. And, it's just so exciting to have you here. There's just so much to talk about. But my show is about live, love, and laugh and let go. And let go really comes when you actually realize that things are bigger than you, but you got to let go of your insecurities and stuff. So I'm going to go through a couple of little questions and people get to know you, but we got so much to do here. So we're just going to flow with it and go with it. Okay. So what meaning does living your best life have for you personally?
Living your best life. I think laugh, like when you go to the bottom of the bottom, what else can happen? If you don't stand up, you will stay there. So I think that living your best life is even laughing about those terrible moments, because let me tell you, I have been through everything. And sometimes people think because uh, even though I was Colombian, I had the blessings to have my parents that financially they was really good. So I pretty much grew up being like the little girl that has everything, but nobody knows what's going on in people's life. And but somehow that love of my parents, and it gave me confidence, or at least a little bit, to keep moving. I keep growing, and knowing that if I'm still alive, that means I'm supposed to be here, and I need to make it every day count. So for me, it's just laughing and enjoy every time of life, even if it's in the bottom of the bottom. The worst thing that happened to you is that you fell, and you're not gonna go under the ground. Like, you just have to stand up. And I always say, just clean your knees and pick up your face, look up, and keep walking. So I think for me, best thing in life is just that enjoy every single moment, especially those bad ones. It's kind of like a roller coaster. Like, imagine a roller coaster, just like a plain roller coaster. That's not fun. So the best roller coasters is the ones that have the deepest drops, because when you go up, you feel so good. So I think that's how I enjoy life.
I love that. I love that. That is so beautiful. Okay, so let's see. Oh yeah, somebody said B Car said that was awesome, and yes, it is awesome. So, what do you love in your life other than your family? And we are going to talk about fundraisers and things that you're involved in. So don't give everything away right now. So, what do you love in your life other than your family?
So I love in my life. Okay, well, help people. That's, you already said it. I help a lot of people, and I love to make friends. Like, my husband, all the time, he's like, but how you doing? Like, we move to places, we live around the country, we actually live around the world, we've been moving around, and everywhere I go, I always make friends. So I think that's something I love, is to be connected to real people, and being able to impact them, and also learn from, because like, I have friends from different ages, from younger than me, than way older than me. So, and that's what I love. I think you learn from everybody, because everybody has a story. So I think I love to make friends and have a lot of friends.
I'm way older than you, but I'm glad I'm your friend. I'm 55, so
I love you.
I love you too. So what things have you let go out loud that you felt like once you could take that shame and you could share it and you could say, I'm done with that. I'm not a victim of that. And now we're where you are at now. What would you say before you could live, love, and laugh? What were the things that you had to let go so that you could live and love and laugh?
Okay, well, a year and a half ago, I had to let go something that happened to me probably when I was 5 or 6. I cannot even remember the age. And it went all through when I was probably 13. But I finally cannot put the stop when I was 15. I was abused, molested by a family member, very close. And I never told nobody. Like, for years, I just kept that for myself, because I didn't want um, my family to be hurt. Like, I was protecting, like my family that had to go through that. So somehow I knew I couldn't take it. And the love of those that really love me was the ones that was, even if they didn't know, it was supporting me. So a year and a half ago, I let it go, and I told everybody in the family. Of course, it was shocking, but it was releasing for me. It was like, I knew it had to happen in life, because that made me stronger. That made me the woman I am right now. And I know the creator, he has a purpose and everything. Sometimes we question things that you think that person shouldn't go through that, or they are innocent, but you don't know what's the purpose on everything that happened in your life. So that's something really like big that I had to let go aloud. And now I'm not shame. I don't feel, I don't have any bad feelings about it. And my parents, my husband, they have been there with me, and those are the people that I care. I had let go that, I've been cheated for, oh my goodness, until I found my soulmate. But that was part of, life. If I didn't know that, and I didn't know what a real soulmate means, because a real soulmate is that person that it gives everything in the world for you, turns the world upside down to be with you and respect that person with everything. So right now I know what it feels to be with that love of your life, because what happened in those past relationships. So I think that's probably two biggest things that I have to let go, just to keep living. And I love that everything happened in my life. I just appreciate every single thing, because I learned from it, I got stronger, and I can inspire other people. So if anybody out there have been molested, abused, you just have to talk about it, because that's a topic that nobody talks, and it's always keep swiping under the rug, and it has to stop, because if we don't talk, we don't heal. And that's what is important for everybody. And if you get cheated, okay, Joel, just let that go. Find somebody else. But first, you have to find yourself. Love yourself first. And once you learn to love yourself, then you're going to be able to find a soulmate.
I love what you say, and me too. I went through the same thing from when I was little, and it wasn't until I was 42 that I ever said it out loud to anybody. I was 42,
Wow.
And then I told my dad. I think about then I told him too, and he was just very angry and said, "Well, there's not." And I'm like, "I just wanted you to know, that kind of thing." It was a shocker to him and to stuff too. But we grew up where you were to be seen, not heard, and it didn't help that my uncle had Down syndrome and he was like older and things like that. But it was very shameful for a long time. So yeah, it's the things we carry. But when we realize we're not a prisoner of those things and they can't hold us back, then we fly. We fly to be who we are supposed to be. But that gives us the compassion to understand and love other people that need the love and caring and all those things. So all the things that destroy you is going to make you stronger. Absolutely. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Oh, is it? Oh, qué bueno. Oh, qué bueno. Okay, so what makes you laugh? Other than me, and I gotta say, I never get a chance to make you laugh, so I'm gonna make you laugh right now.
I may not be TikTok famous, but I have never posted a video of me shaking my butt for likes. And if the beat live, Lil Juke made it. Yada 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 yada.
Oh, see, that's my exercise. Yada yada yada. Okay, so other than me, what makes you laugh?
What makes me laugh? I don't know. I always laughing, like, when you get with friends, when you get with family. But I think with my husband and my son, I think there's like a lot of love the whole day. So I'm pretty much like surrounded like people that is all the time positive and have great energy. So we always like joking. My dad, he to see him like mad is kind of funny, because he don't get mad too much, and he's just making jokes of everything. So you try to have a serious conversation with him, and he's just cracking up or giving you jokes. So I think I laugh. I even was telling my son yesterday, because he failed, and it was funny. And he said, "You don't supposed to be laughing at me and making fun. That I saw it in a cartoon that the kids aren't supposed to do that to other kids." And I said, "Well, you have to laugh at yourself. You make a mistake, just laugh about it. Don't get mad because other people is laughing at you about that. Just if you get mad, they're gonna keep messing with you. So if you laugh, they're not gonna do nothing. So you just laugh about your mistakes." And I think that probably that's what it makes me laugh.
Oh, that is so cute. I gotta play this right now. So you gotta listen to this.
Okay.
So have you ever gotten yourself in a pickle? What kind of pickle would you say you got yourself into? That you learned the most valuable lesson ever.
You understand what that means, right? Like you know how I mean by
That's
it's just
like a really slang English, so explain.
yeah, that's why I was gonna help you. Que cuando you like you say something like you get yourself in a situation que you're like, oh, a predicament, like a predicament. Like you get yourself in a situation, you're like, gee, what am I gonna do? Like, man, I got yourself in a corner, but it's something funny. You know, like let's say you made plans with two different places, or you had to be two different places, or you said you were gonna do something you couldn't and you covered it up. It's something just funny. Just something funny. You got yourself
Funny. You have
but you
me
got
thinking
yourself
really hard for this one because see, oh
well
my
good.
goodness.
You know what? Instead of that, I'm going to do this because this is really cute that your husband did for you, and I think it's really cute because it was for your birthday, and I think like you never had this, and so he did this, and I thought this was really sweet, and I think you were probably in a pickle because you probably didn't expect for him to do this. So here you go.
What do you think, baby?
Con gusto, señores, este día de placer tan dichoso, que santo se encuentra gustoso y le quiero tu bien corazón. Muchas felicidades.
Yay, baby. What do you think about that?
Y seguimos con canciones para Lino. Viene el día de su cumpleaños. Eso dice, te amaré toda la vida.
¿Qué?
I never have a mariachi.
All right.
See, that was so sweet. You see?
I know. Well, you know, like in the Latino culture, you know, kind of like in a relationship, you always kind of have that you know, that love of your life is gonna give you mariachis, right? Or it's gonna bring you, you know, like at the midnight, you're gonna get the mariachi, you're gonna show in the balcony, and they're gonna be singing.
Serenade you.
Yeah, so this was 2019. That's in Colombia, in my parents' house. So you know, I've been, you know, all over the place, and I left home. And I think even when I was in Colombia, I left the city to go to another town to kind of grow my dad's company or our company. And so my birthday never was on the kind of like on the times I was with them. So it was several years without me celebrating that with my parents and my family and like all my friends and everything. And then I moved to United States. But then it happened that we was in Colombia for that date. So I was like, okay, I have to throw a big old party because I have my friends. Like this has never happened. So I have my friends coming from different cities to just be in the party. And then I was like, okay, I want like a band or something like that. So I told Jay about getting these bands that are like, you know, big things in the town where my parents live in Cali. So I get that, and then you know the two first bands that I cannot coordinate to have, they played, and then it came, you know, after everything was pretty much done. I was like, great. So then just put some music and let's dance or whatever. And then here is these people showing up out of nowhere. And I was like, kind of like my dream just to have that. It was beautiful. And you know, part of what I love about him is that he's an American. That's not part of his culture at all. But he always blend, and he loved my family so much. That
He's awesome.
Yes, he is. He inspires so many people in the world and helps so many people. that is just impossible not to love him. But yeah,
Absolutely.
that was a pickle right there. Yes, I didn't expect that at all.
Right. I love it. I love it. So I want to, you brought up a point that I usually bring up this question to explain to people, and it's really important. So I wanted to talk about this for people to really understand this, is that here it says, can you recall a time in your life when you said, I would never do, and that you ended up doing? And the fact that you said, I would never come to the United States. See, I think that people don't understand when you say you're never going to do something, guess what? That challenge will be there until you do it.
Yes.
It's very powerful. And so if you wanted to elaborate on the fact that, you have this awesome guy here that just convinced you, but do you remember how you just didn't want to do that, and how, and did you want to explain how it all of a sudden shifted?
Yeah, so my family on my mom's side, my aunt immigrated to United States probably 30 years ago. And, she brought my uncles, my cousins, but the only family member that didn't came to United States was my mom and my dad, because my dad has his successful company. So we wasn't, in the need to come to a country and figure out something when we had everything in Colombia, right? So I had my life there. I went to university. Like, I was blessed enough, or I had everything. Like, I had mates 24 hours for my whole life. Yeah, I was like spoiled girl. So when the first time I came to United States to visit my family that was already living here was when I was 14. So my parents sent me for my 15th birthday to United States, and just seeing the life here, where my uncles and my cousins, there was just only working. The time with the family was not there. They all got divorced. My uncles and my aunts, they all got divorced. So I was looking at their life here, was like, you have to work all day. You're not with your family, and you get divorced. I'm like, I don't think that's the life I want, because my parents have been married for, I think, 37 years. And, it's been so much love around that we always have that time to spend. Like, my dad owns his own company, so he was going through all my things that was events and things that was happening at the school. So he was pretty much has his own life. And I probably grew up with that mindset of that I own my life. I don't have to ask nobody for permissions to go anywhere. So just seeing that life here, I always was like, I'm not going to that. And my family actually, they grew up here. They have a lot of friends and everything here. They made their own life here. And they're like, we have friends that they get kids, and you can marry them and they will give you papers. Like, you will not be legal. I was like, no, I don't want to live in the United States. And I actually, when I finished my career in Colombia, there's this gap between the classes and the ceremony of 3 months. So my mom is like, what do you want to do? And I said, well, I go to the United States to visit my family. So I came for 3 months, visit them here, and have kind of like living that life, right? Of kind of like they found me a place where I can help with some things, and like an optical where I was kind of like administrating some things there, and kind of helping the owners. And I was like, this is not my life. Like, even if they put me with somebody like the greatest person here in the United States, I was like, no. So I went back to Colombia, 3 months, blah, blah, blah. And then, I started, but 9 years ago, I started working on this company, distributing coffee in Colombia. And it was an American company, but never imagined that I was going to fall in love with the owner of that company. and he actually told me, he's like, if you want, we can live in Colombia, because he knew that, I it was not my dream to live here, right? And he's like, doesn't matter, we can live in Colombia, we travel, blah, blah, blah. but I knew, the importance of him being here because the impact he does for the world, and the situation in Colombia and kind of that type of stuff in Latin countries a little bit different. And then I fell in love with this man. I'm like, okay, it's a different life. I'm gonna be owning my own time. It's a completely different life because I was just putting my head in regular people's life in the country versus, I never even was thinking in having, like in Colombia, I was like, okay, I'm gonna run my dad's business, but never was thinking that and another thing I was never thinking was that I was gonna kind of like be a man and that I was not gonna own my own business, So when I get with him, he has his own company. But it happened that it happened in life, and then we are now, 5 years ago, we was able to start our own business that was just ours. Because I just love business. Another thing I love is just doing business. I've been figuring out business when I was 12.
So Lena, this is why I tell people I'm never going to be a billionaire, because I'm okay with that.
Yes.
Right?
That would challenge us to be.
Absolutely. And I was going to leave this for last, but I'm not going to leave it for last. Right now is the time for this one particular video.
Hey, what can I say? My beautiful wife on the stage with Lynn. You fill my heart every single day. I'm so proud of you. I'm so honored to be able to walk in this life with you. You've given me the most beautiful son ever, and you deserve the best. And you're on the stage with the best, Miss Lynn. So enjoy this moment, this time. You got it going on, and I'm going to keep on going with you. Love you.
Oh, which brings I know, and I was going to leave that to the last, but we were talking about a guy that really made an impact in you, that made you take your never and make it forever. I mean, that was just like, yes, he's my brother, and I'm proud that he did right by you. He has a book to come, and I can't wait to have you guys on for that. But you guys have made such an impact in my life with this amazing thing right here. Are you okay, beautiful? I didn't mean to make you cry. You're just so loved, and today's about you.
Those are happy tears, because he changed my life. He actually saved my life. I was about to be with somebody else that has been cheating for me for 7 years, and he saved me. Like I knew the value of myself. Just listen at, he was the owner of this company, and he was training people to that company, and I was getting those trainings. So that changed my life starting from then. Just listen to his trainings and everything he was teaching us. And at that moment, none of him or me knew that we was going to be together. And then being able to have what he was teaching, to have that man that was going to do that appreciation for a woman, that respect for a woman, that support, because, yes, like I believe in that wives should be submissive, but I have a different definition on that. And even though I am a submissive wife, is that support, is that respect, is that I'm behind the curtains and he take my advices, is that he asked me for things, is that he want me in his life to support him and support each other. So I think that's something that is beautiful, because we're creating something that it haven't ever been seen, and that's what we're teaching to our son, and creating that generation of that.
And that's what I'm trying to say, is that's why today is about you, Lena, because he doesn't want to be in the shadows of you're Jay Nolan's wife. You stand on your own merits. You're an amazing, beautiful soul, and I love you. And that's why I'm not like, oh, you know who she is. No, it's about you. It's about when you come to my stage, I celebrate you as if this was, you already passed and this is your life. And you need to know how much you're loved, how much you're impacted, how much people care about you. I got another video here for you.
Lena Noland, man, I am so freaking honored and grateful to know you and Jay. I love you guys. I love the energy you're putting out to the world. I love everything that you stand for. You are amazing.
You are. You're truly amazing. And I wanted to talk really quick about the confidence tones, and then I want to get into some missions that you're involved with because they're amazing, and we're going to run out of time here. But I just want to say, as far as those confidence tones, I have those tones, and they've just made, first you think it's psychological, but the tones are so calming to my soul and my spirit, and I'm just starting them, and I just love them. They just go with the direction I'm going in life. And so I'm very thankful that you're a part of that. I'm very thankful that I've had the opportunity to try these tones that I feel everybody should try, and it's just amazing. And behind every good woman there's some kind of an assistant, and I've got a little message for you here.
Hey, surprise! Hey, Lynn. Hey, Lena. Well, I wanted to say that I met Lena through Jay. Lena's Jay's wife, of course. I think we all know that by now. And I work with them pretty much 24/7 side by side, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. Lena, I just want to tell you that you're amazing. You're beautiful. I admire everything about you. Your heart is made of gold. Your life as a wife and a mom and the entrepreneur heart that you have it's amazing. It's a lot of work. Not everybody can do it. I think you're the only one that I've seen that can grind it out the way that you do. And I appreciate your love for others, your passion to give back. I think that's amazing. And just to see you, do what you do every single day is amazing to me. I love you as a friend. I love you as my family. And I'm excited to see what we can do in the future for others like we always talk about. And just keep being the amazing person that you are. Te quiero mucho. I love you so much.
Lena, if I haven't surprised you or made you feel special yet, I don't know what to do. I hope that you remember this moment as much as I'm going to remember it for a long time.
It's beautiful, Lena. It's beautiful because Jackie became that sister. So Jay was looking for an assistant, and he knows that because I'm like a critical part of the company, even though he said, you don't have to work if you don't want. I want you to do whatever makes you happy, right? And there's been times on our marriage that I had just been a mom and I don't do anything with the business because I just don't want it. But I can stay still, and I always have to be, doing marketing and having all ideas and things. And he was looking for an assistant, and I said, well, I would love it would be bilingual, right? And first you find Jackie, and it's been just amazing. She's like my little sister. I love her. She's so smart. We're connected. We have the same frequencies on helping others. And now that we talk about the tones, this is something so critical in people, because when we grew up, who we are right now is what happened in our lives from 0 to 7.
Mm-hmm.
So from 0 to 7 years old, whatever happened there, it creates those connections in your subconscious mind to define who you are. So if there's something in you that you're like, why in the heck I do this? I shouldn't be doing that. Well, that's something that got programmed when you was at that stage. And at that stage, we are in something that is called theta zone. So we vibrate in that age, and that's where connections get created in your brain. Well, the other way to get into that zone when we are adults or past the 7 years old is when you have like a minute before you fell asleep, and you have like some seconds when you waking up. So when you're waking up and you're kind of like
groggy.
Yes, that stage is when you're in the theta stage. So that's right there. You don't have too much time to reprogram yourself. So when you use these frequencies, are like a meditation, but is putting this binaural and solfeggio and different frequencies in you that are in a third level, and it's gonna help you to reprogram that that stage from 0 to 7. You can become what you really want to be. So it's kind of like that push that unconsciously you are getting where you want to be without have to. Because when you're reading, when you're watching a movie, yes, it can be motivational and everything, but it's your conscious mind that is doing it. It's not your subconscious mind. So you are not working in that subconscious mind, and I think that's who we are. 90% of our brain is the subconscious mind. So
Wow.
it's amazing. That's something that passed to me because it has helped me a lot.
Adam said, Lena, you're an amazing soul, as is Jay. I believe you've saved each other. What a powerful couple. I would agree. And Jacqueline was here, and she says, love you, ladies. And we love you, too. And Mark said he loves his tone, and Mark says, love you, Jacqueline. And
So for those who don't know what is Wiki, you have to get in Clubhouse and get into our Get Tipsy Club every Saturday at night. Then you will understand.
I know that's become my big thing. Okay, so we only got like 10 minutes. You see how time just flies on us? So right now I wanted to talk about what missions you're involved. And I before I do that, we'll lead into this, but I know one mission you're involved in that I thought was really cool, and I listened to your interview with Callan, but then I was kind of sad because after I made this and I thought this was really cool, come to find out I'm 2 days short of getting my shirt for this, but we can talk about this real quick. The backpacks, you can talk through this.
Well, this is back to kids. Jay had this foundation for more than 10 years. And when I get with him, I was actually sponsored because I was part of the company. I was sponsoring one of these kids. And these are orphan kids in Kenya. And this foundation is an orphan school. So the kids are orphans, but they are taken care of by the village, the people from the village, or like family members that live there. And we provide all the education. We provide everything that the school supplies. We pay for the teachers. We pay for the security. In Africa, this is in Kenya, Africa, and get water there is really hard. So we built a wheel. We actually bought a bus for them. That way they can have a good transportation, because like we see in a movie, they're walking. So we give them the clothes, we give them food at the school. This is in the Kisii area in Kenya, and they are 100% supported by us only, and the people that is helping us. So we did fundraising with this teacher, and if you go to back for kids.com, you can do everything.
It's sold out. I'm so sad. So would you do us a favor, and next time it comes, let me know so I can promote that, please?
I can actually talk, and I'm pretty sure here I got some of the people working, and I will just go to that side, because even if you don't, you cannot get to the t-shirt, there's donation button.
You think there's still more shirts? You think I could buy one?
I can. When you own things, you can make any changes you want. So I push 5 days. I think I can arrange to have 5 more days of this. So yes, so if give us like around an hour to reactivate everything, and I give 5 more days to get a teacher and get into their fundraise.
Oh, you guys, that would be awesome, because I was sad. I was actually going to order one before the show and say, I ordered one, and it said it's not there. It didn't have no place to buy it. And I was so sad. I was like, because I made a different video that was longer, which I'm going to upload, because I just feel like it's actually a longer video of it, and it'll take a second to upload it. But oh my gosh, because I just thought that was so really was just so important. And gosh, we're going to run a little late here. Okay, so here's the longer video. You could still talk about it, but this is the longer video I did. And I was like, well, I might as well shorten that because I'm not going to tease everybody without getting these shirts. But check this out. I made this, watch, and I made it longer so that you could see the fact that 100% of the money goes to help them. 100%. I mean, look at that. It says, bring the security. I mean, we're talking, bandanas, it just, I mean, like, look at those children in Kenya. Look at that.
They don't have
look at their faces. And look at the shirt, you guys. Look at that, 100%. It's 100%, and it just expired. And the fact that she's making that available for us, look how beautiful that is. Look at that. That is just so cool. So, Lena, if you could do that for my guests and anybody that sees that, and you're going to make it for 5 days, I'm going to be like pushing that because that is so beautiful. That is so beautiful. So cool. So thank you.
Give an hour, guys.
Oh yeah. I've got a show to do after this.
Okay, this part is going to be activated, and everybody can order the shirt. And this is just one part of what I do, like, because this is what Jay had, and he's been supporting for many years, and I started supporting when I got involved. But I've been helping people, I don't know, since I remember. So I always was giving, in my family, we was giving like food, we was giving away clothes, and we always was helping the community somehow. My parents have a farm in Colombia, so people around that village, we was helping them. And one thing that my focus got very big into helping was the abused women. So we visit a shelter in Las Vegas of abused women, and we starting with providing some help to them, like emotional support, by doing trainings and giving them motivational books and stuff like that.
I'd love to come down and help with that.
Yes, good. And we have also another shelter in Florida of abused women too that we are also helping. And I'm just about helping widows, helping orphans, helping poor kids. I have another foundation. This foundation is in Cali. It's in Colombia, close to Cali, and they're a very little community of African American people, and they just are supported by whoever can help them. So I normally send them whatever I can every month. And what I like about them is that they, with the money they receive, they create things where they can keep producing. So they start this project of creating wine. So they're selling wine bottles and stuff like that. So I help this community that, the less fortunate people. So my goal is to be able to have Latinas with a Purpose. That's a foundation I'm about to create. And it's going to, it's not just being, this is something that Jackie and I, we're working on being as a Latinas, helping every community. It's not just that we're going to help Latinos, but we're going to help everybody in the world, because that's my mission, impact a lot of people. So we have a lot of, things going on. I want to help animals in need too, because there's a lot of animals that have been too.
I was going to tell you that I used to support your local zoo in Las Vegas, because I don't know if you visited them, but it's the saddest zoo I ever seen in my life. It breaks my heart that a place that has all these beautiful buildings and, for people to enjoy, that the zoo itself, they're so sad. I mean, it's just injured animals. And have you been to your zoo there?
I didn't even know there was a zoo. Nobody told me. It's not even in the searchers. I'm going to look for
that. I went there. I haven't gone there in 10 years, but go look. It was so sad. I don't even know if it still exists, but I supported it for many years. It was just sad to me that the little zoo is just injured animals. And it was just, I guess I stopped supporting it, but I have to go check into it. And it was very sad to me. So, but anyways.
Live, love, and laugh. I think live, love, and laugh. You're going to be able to do all that when you get back. That's what it make you happy.
Absolutely. 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 And, I can't even believe that the time just escaped us. I knew it would. I knew that this was really special. I'm very thankful. I've got that, you know, back to back for kids for that shirt. And how much is the shirt?
$40.
Yeah, and it's worth it because 100% of that goes to the kids, right?
So
yeah,
100% goes to them. We take care of whatever is the process or whatever we have to
right.
do. 100% of what you pay goes to those kids.
Oh, well, Lena, I can't tell you what an honor it was to finally have you on my show. I hope you felt the love, everyone that made it possible. Thank you for that. You are loved. You are honored. You're cherished. You're not just, Jay's wife. You're not that. You're Lena. You're Lena Noland, and my friend, my soul sister. And necesito practicar more. I need to practice more mi español porque no está like how I would like it to be. And that was my first language, mind you, for 5 years of my life. But that was 55 years ago.
So, it will come out. It's programmed ready, so you just have to practice.
I know. It's just everybody says I speak it really well, but it doesn't seem like it flows to me. Not like you. You whip it out there, girl.
Well,
I
was in Colombia for all my life until just the last 8 years. I don't even talk English like this when I came to the United States. I knew the basics and everything. It was just practicing every single day. Like if I cannot talk, I wasn't able to talk to my husband, so that would be weird.
Well, there is the love language, girlfriend. Anyways, I'm going to close out. You stay right there. I'm going to close out with this little video of her again. And thank you so much. Please share this out. And please consider getting one of those shirts to support those kids in Kenya. I'd appreciate it. Thank you.